I got called out for having a man voice in the middle of class by a 2-foot-tall Filipino kid. 2 boys pushed me down the stairs and I proceeded to hit my head on the metal doors at the very bottom. In math class in 6th grade, I would always go to the bathroom and go to the farthest end stall, sit there, cry for 20 minutes, and then go back to class like nothing happened. In 7th grade, I wore red lipstick to school, so my principal locked me in her bathroom and told me that I wasn't allowed to come out until all my makeup was washed off, and then proceeded to berate me for a good 20 minutes, and then she got fired. My principal also yelled at me in the middle of church once, because she didn't think I was singing, even though I was in liturgy choir, and I literally was in charge of singing the hymn. One time during a parent-teacher conference, my 7th grade English teacher opened up my messy locker, proceeded to let all of my stuff fly out on the floor, and made my parents pick it up on their hands and knees. One time when I was walking back from church, because I always left a little later because I was in liturgy choir, I passed a kid in the hallway and he told me that everybody in class had thrown my stuff in the trash, so I proceeded to walk into class and had to dig all of my belongings out of the trash while people laughed at me in the middle of class. I was picked on by a really, really tall black girl, and now she sells marijuana for a living because she can't get a job. I got picked on by this really fat girl and we got in an argument of whether Noah's Ark was real or not. She then picked on me because I got a part in the musical and she didn't. I got cyberbullied by this obnoxious little Asian girl because she would always send me really nasty Facebook messages and then be super nice to me to my face. My guidance counselor thought that I was being abused at home because I always had a cut on my nose from 6th grade, but really my skin was just really bad. My principal would always call my house to complain about me. One time my principal called my house to complain to my dad on why my boobs were too big and that I needed to wear bigger shirts. My principal told me my parents were doing a terrible job of raising me and that I looked like a whore. This girl tried starting a club called the Ignore Ellie Club, where the main focus of it was to literally ignore me. I was friends with a really emotionally abusive girl in 6th grade, but she was my only friend at the time, so I couldn't stop being friends with her because I was too afraid to be alone. On my 2nd day of 6th grade, I got a basketball thrown at the back of my head and almost bit my tongue off. I used to be picked on by a really scrawny white kid named Alex, who I'm pretty sure is actually certifiable. One time I answered a question correctly in class, and my bully laughed at me out loud and then got berated by the teacher for 3 minutes. People would throw things at me, like, literally any time anyone could throw something at me, it was done. I was on the school ski trip, and then I fell, and then sprained my ankle, and the girls laughed at me. I got yelled at by a girl's mom at the school ski trip as well. She then proceeded to tell the principal that I was a terrible student, and then tried to get me in trouble, because apparently I was arguing with her. Yo, fuck these people, dude.